The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Columbia Sportswear. It's snowing again, and that wind chill is killer. But you're not worried about that because you shop the Omni Heat Infinity Collection. It's warmth perfected with tiny gold dots that reflect your body heat inside and protect you from the cold outside. No snow or chilly temps can stop you now. Go out anyway. Shop the Omni Heat Infinity Collection now at Columbia.com/infinity.
Make this Christmas memorable with Goat Guns. Get the coolest miniature gun models for your collection. From historical classics to modern weapons, we have something for every firearm and hobby enthusiast. Surprise your loved ones with the gift of Goat Guns, the perfect blend of quality and detail. Shop now and spread the joy at goatguns.com.
Previously on Roll Britannia.
One of the pieces of eight was a lantern. We had a passenger on board. Zoe. Yes, she was heading to Chalkwell. Set herself up a little farm out there. She says there's a light changing people's minds.
Humbly, babes. Chalkwell, please.
Welcome.
Whereabouts are we at the moment?
Britannia town, sir.
We need transportation.
Tranquility is the only way to go.
Howdy.
The name's Captain Malcolms. We can drop you off anywhere you need, but we will need your assistance in a certain heist.
4 tickets to Frontier Town, please.
That's amazing. There's fireworks
Derek,
going off.
speed it up.
I'm going as fast as I can, mate.
Hang on back.
That's the crates. They're all in. Left or up.
Will all passengers report to the station?
Have you been to Cracktown before?
No, never.
Some vital supplies were taken from the railer. Medical care. Quite a lot of sick people here. You introduced the Kraken, a direwolf, a crocodile, a cow, and an owlbear into an arid mining town.
We also need to really discuss what the fuck it is we just stole.
And then we need to call the captain. Right then.
Are you going there?
We're ready for pickup.
Sure thing.
I'm right here, gents.
Everything was shiny.
You have no idea what we might have just taken. Seemed kind of like medicine to help all of these people.
Vivian, get the key. We need to find a way to return this without being responsible.
Drop it on the outside of town, and then we'll go in and let them know that we found it, and they all can have their medicine back. I'll make it all invisible.
Before someone else spots those crates.
I remember your voices. You folks are going to leave and never come back.
Jeff. All right.
I'm following them. They're taking it all back.
Captain.
You might need to come to Earth.
2 miles south of here, yeah?
Medicine's all back.
It was a matter of us taking you somewhere.
We do need to go to Chalkwell.
Zoe and I knew Chalkwell of old, only through the time of the war.
Oh, hey, Zoe.
We've been tasked by Captain Timbers to go and find an item in Chalkwell. It's a lantern, we think. Have you come across something like this before?
Surely have.
All caught up. Good. Let's get back to the action. Last time we played Intrigue and Mystery.
Invisibility.
And
Yes.
some new allies?
I went
Question
for a
mark?
wander.
You did?
I went for a sleep.
You did? You had a nap? I had a walk. You had a nap. Very good, healthy.
I'm about to have a read, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
check you out.
He's got a
Drink
pamphlet to read.
Should we drink some water as well? Really go for it. Eat some fruit and veg.
Stop chewing on ball bearings.
Yeah, it's bad for your teeth.
The fruit and veg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking to Zoe, the seemingly the fabled Zoe of Timbers instructions.
I've
And
seen you on the Timbers instructions.
you're page 19 of Timbers instruction manual.
Page 19, girl.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Just a list of ways in which she could kill you.
Yes.
You've been working our way up to the page 2, but that's where the lady in red is.
Maureen's page 3. Obviously.
A reference that doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist anymore.
And rightly so.
Yeah, thank Christ for that.
Because it's
Here's
just
your daily
weird.
Here's your daily news information, all factual and things like that, but also here's some porn.
I mean, it was the sun, so not really that factual.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But it does the sun itself, not the
The sun itself.
The sun.
Not the thing that gives life to the planet, but the thing that gives sort of horrible, misguided news to the world.
Yeah.
Does it still
It's
exist?
not the most misguided, but yeah.
The sun's still out there. It's
the news of the world
it's
that's
not
gone.
full of porn anymore.
Yeah. Well, not full. I mean, just that one page, really.
Oh, I must have had a different paper.
Yours came off the top shelf in a brown paper bag, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Maxim's a well-known newspaper, isn't it?
Tom,
just so you know, Tom, that's a porn magazine.
Yeah, Penthouse, which is what all the rich people read.
Yeah, just so you're aware.
Property search.
I'll normally skip that bit. The Penthouse Forum is where I like to go to really know about my property.
You see, I've never seen anything like that on Zoopla.
What, a Penthouse Forum? So weird already. What's going on?
Yeah, it's an intro. Technically, it's an intro.
So,
yeah,
you asked Zoe what the deal was with a lantern.
What's the deal with this lantern?
I mean, there's just so many of them.
That wasn't meant to be porn music. Seinfeld, you've done it again.
And so you asked her and she says, you know about the lantern?
Well, we're looking for one. We don't know anything about it. What do you know about this lantern?
Stay well away from that lantern. If you take my advice.
Why?
Timbers said it help people see the truth or something like that.
It does a whole shoot more than that.
What does it do?
Well, in the right hands, it can save a man. It can save those who are struggling with all sorts of things. But in the hands of even a slightly misguided individual, you might find that that person could change the way of the world to their own mind.
Then they could make people and anything around them think and see the world as
Blind
they want
people
them to
to
see?
the truth?
That's one way of putting it.
So then people might think that everything's really, really nice and lovely, even though it's really horrible.
This lantern, it changes what people know. It makes the truth of the situation whatever the bearer wants it to be.
I see.
Those who fall under the gaze of that light, they might find themselves not thinking the way they thought they oughta. If you understand my meaning.
I think I vaguely get the idea. Is there anything that you've seen that can combat it?
Nothing that I've seen.
How are we going to get near it? As soon as we see what we're looking for, it could change the way we think.
Is it by the time you see it, is it already too late? Do you know?
It's all down to who's holding it.
If it's just sat there, like if no one's particularly in control, can it still be under someone's control without them holding it? Or does the person...
I didn't build the thing, I don't know, but...
No, that's fair. Just from your experience, is there any time that you've seen it used or have heard of it being used, has someone had to be there holding it, or has it just been...
Stories they say, the band's got to be holding it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very useful to know.
Yes, because I was just wondering if as soon as we see it, it's over.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
How do we get close to it?
Yeah.
If it's just there, always on. I'm not that strong-minded. Be able to fight. I would very easily, I'm sure, be convinced of other things.
So, do you know who has the lamp?
Not so sure myself.
Any inklings? Any suspicions? Does it belong to the Royal Guard? Does it belong to a town mayor? Does it belong to an individual? Does it belong to a crime boss?
Or even, when was the last time you saw them?
I refer you back to my earlier comment. Not so sure, if I'm honest.
Do you think it's still in Chalkwell?
It's unlikely that the Empire would have taken it away. If they had, we'd have heard about it. Or, failing that, we'd have forgotten it existed.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like you told us everything.
Oh, yeah, about not necessarily about the lantern, but just as you mentioned that you think you might know the same Captain Timbers, as we do. What was he like when this is as a gnome when you knew him?
Bit rambunctious, if I'll be told.
Was he? Did you know anything about his history or anything like that?
Just met him as a captain of a ship. Needed to get a place. He was going to a place. The two intentions aligned.
And he treated you well?
I paid for my passage aboard his vessel.
What vessel was he on?
A ship called the Tel Dath.
What did you think to it?
Really big.
It's big. It's very impressive. We quite like it. Still got that one.
Was hoping the chicken shop was going to open. Something called Nando's.
Natty Does. Milo just twitches on Matt. Well, no, wouldn't Milo? Doesn't care.
Milo wouldn't twitch, but
Paul's furious.
glorious right now.
Paul, that knows it's been years in the building of that.
It keeps just getting destroyed by rolling cannonball.
It does.
Just mysterious accidents. Oh, I wonder if that guy, what's his name? Unlucky Jim? Not so lucky Lenny or whatever his name was.
Unlucky Darren.
That's
Unlucky
Darren.
Darren, yeah.
Unlucky
Darren.
Yeah, I wonder if he has a relative that works there.
Okay, Zoe. I don't want to keep bombarding you with questions, but the captain's going to take us to Chalkwell, and then once we get into the town, we're going to try and look for this lantern. Is there anybody you know in the town that we should speak to? You might be able to help us.
The folks there ain't who they used to be.
I see.
Did you say you used to have a farm in Chalkwell?
I surely did.
Do you think it's still there? Was it okay when you left it?
Oh, well, I sold it, so I don't know.
Whereabouts in Chalkwell was your farm?
Outside the town.
Outside.
Usually the place for a farm.
Yeah.
Often not in the town centre.
Yeah, I suppose.
Famed for their location of not being in town centres, farms.
Very true, very true.
One of the defining features, in fact.
Mind you, we did just establish a farm in the middle of the cracktown that we just went to.
Yeah,
less a farm, more of a petting zoo.
I suppose it's
an animal farm.
It's kind of free range.
Yeah.
They're all free range now. Well, Keth's got nothing further to ask. I can think. We know where we're going. There's not much else that we're going to get out of. There's no more blood we can get out of this stone. So,
yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else really or any other ways to phrase questions, particularly more at this point. Yeah.
We know that the lantern has great power over people and changes the way they think, but it only works if someone's actually using it. Otherwise, it's sitting somewhere. There's no allies in town. There's no safe houses or properties, perhaps. Unless someone else can think of anything.
Maybe one last question. Do you think it would be surrounded by quite high security?
As I said before, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Didn't make it. Don't live there.
Fair.
Well, I've got nothing further to add.
Thank you very much for all your help and
thank you, Zoe.
Nice chat.
Thanks, Zoe.
Good. I'll have to see that husband of mine.
Oh, wow, okay. Lucky boy.
The Railer theme starts in the background.
Oh, the Railer. That's a great name. They call me the Railer.
So I guess we are heading to Chalkwell now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jerk it.
Fair.
And then
Hearing the noise in the bunk next to me, I'll sort of come to consciousness and figure myself out for a little bit, and then I would quite like to read the pamphlet that I was given before I read it. Everybody, what? Just cursory? What sort of what?
Well, it's about the importance of nature in well-being, and the power that the gods of nature can have.
Any thing that I can find out about Malaki?
Yes.
And sort of like, what does it say basically about Malaki as a god? Because all these gods seem to have their own personalities. Like, how does the pamphlet present that?
They are definitely a god of natural things and the wild places.
Cool. What can I see? Is there any section that's sort of what's expected from a worshipper, or you know what I mean? Is there any special like cool magical slippers or a backpack or something that I can wear?
Yes, you have to shave one eyebrow off at all times and grow a glorious moustache.
So now we can identify her followers.
No, you don't.
That's what the pamphlet says.
Oh, right. No one follows those rules.
No, it says. No, it just says that followers of Maliki are, usually found in wild places. They have no real qualms with the modern world as it is, but take great care to care for wild things.
Sure. Is there any? How does it? Because obviously he's quite evangelical. The Tome, cleric Tome, is quite angelical. And evangelical. Is it an organized religion in the sense of like you have to pray to a god every day, or is it a
Don't panic, I wasn't rolling.
Yeah, that's not.
A harpoon comes from nowhere. Hysteric in the chest.
Too much information. No questions asked.
Tone kicks the door down and stabs you in the face.
By reading this pamphlet, you agree to ask no questions about this religion.
Jonathan floats off and follow a balloon. I think that sounds like a question.
No, I just want to sort of see, is it like you have to, are there customs where you have to pray every day, or is it just a general sort of...
It's a lifestyle thing.
It's a lifestyle thing. Okay, so you sort of... You don't have to necessarily believe in this higher power, but you take the teachings of it into your own practices. Cool. Having read that, I'm going to make my way back towards wherever the rest of the guys are, leaving Keth in his bunk to...
Oh, well, Keth's got something to do in a minute anyway, but...
Well, he's currently doing something.
Milo!
Can I go visit said doctor? I feel like I want to try and purchase some supplies from him.
It's not a shop.
Like, you might let me borrow some.
Everyone can. What are you trying to buy?
Everyone's got a price.
Just want to maybe get some more plasters or something that might be useful medically, because we don't have a lot of stuff.
It's not a pharmacy.
I know he's not a pharmacy, but
Yeah, but they weren't a tool sales, and they gave us tools.
Yeah, for a ruse.
Well, this could be for our ruse.
Oh, you can go and ask him.
Yeah. You only ask, don't ask, you don't get.
Okay.
That is traditionally how healthcare works.
Yeah.
Don't ask, don't get. Yeah.
Well, don't ask and then don't get.
Just sitting in your own house. I've had a broken arm for weeks and no one's done anything about it.
Or ask several times and wait for a month and a half.
I've been stabbed. Where is this ambulance? I've not rung them, but where is it?
They should know, God damn it.
We'll knock on the doctor's door.
He says, I'm in here for some reason.
Hello?
Come in, apparently.
I was wondering if there's any sort of medical supplies.
Does this look like a pharmacy?
No.
Get out!
Fine.
Same info, put this in a character's voice.
Get out.
For the viewers at home.
I'm going to go and exist elsewhere now.
How do you know what my doctor sounds exactly like?
I'm really hurt. Get out!
Yeah. Get out, I'm going to exist somewhere else. On strong medication.
Self-prescribed.
Yeah.
He's a terrible doctor, but then he takes his medication and he's a great doctor.
Yeah.
Or he thinks.
Yes?
I guess to kill a bit of the time as we're going to Chalkwell, because he was so impressed with it when he saw it across the plains as we were approaching the downed Tranquility. Keth's going to go up to the flying bridge just to check it all out. And because somebody hasn't stretched their scales for a long time, how much fun is Bill going to have having a bit of a fly around in the open air high up around a ship? So he's just going to, whilst we're flying towards Chalkwell, he's really fast.
See you later, Bill.
So he can whip about and have a fly around. Bill is super fast.
He's asleep. He just goes, go, Bill.
We'll see what happens.
Just drops.
Question for Tom.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever tried to, I don't know, stand on the outside of an aeroplane?
No, but I can't imagine it would fly as fast as
They have wing walkers.
Yes, they're attached.
Yeah, they are attached.
How fast does it fly then?
Well,
at the start of my sentence, I'd say I would
fast
like
enough to catch up with the railer,
Yeah.
Which is pretty fast.
And enough to get to Chalkwell in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I'm glad I said I would like to rather than I will.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of answer I got from the doctor.
Well, yeah, it's okay. So if it's too fast, maybe he sticks his head out the top hatch and goes.
All the skin folds around to the back of his head.
Sits in and goes, "Go on, Bill." Launches him out the hole.
Looks down into his sleeve as Bill pokes his head out and goes, "Nobody, it's too fast."
Little shake of his tiny little snake.
Nobody.
Yes.
You look 10 years younger.
I have another thing then that I want to try and do before I leave. I want to go see Silver again.
Okay.
Do you have any medicals?
Where's the first aid box?
Has anyone got anything we can use to heal?
Can I, just while I'm looking about, so he's obviously gone up to the thing. He's off trying to find some supplies. Where's Jeff at?
Jeff will probably just be in the common area.
Okay, I'd just try and find him.
Waiting for the captain to reappear.
Yeah, I'd like to find him and be like, Jeff, you're going to have to, sorry I wasn't there, you're going to have to fill me in when you can.
Yeah.
Well,
you do that.
Yeah. Zoe's done her thing, and we're going to go Chalkwell. Lantern's bad.
I'm just in brief. I'm just going to get annoyed as Derek. I'm going to get annoyed with Jeff and the rest of them. Like, she used to live there. You didn't ask her anything about what it was like when she lived there, what kind of place it was, who was in charge when she left, how long it had been. You didn't ask her any of those questions.
Not all of them.
And then I'm going to take a moment and be like,
well, listen, if you're not part of the team and you're not going to be involved with the rest of us as a part of a team, then you'll get left out of things, Derek. So you can either join in with the rest of us or...
But sometimes you just need your own space. I'm sorry
Yeah, you snap
that.
at me, I'll snap at you.
I'm sorry. I'm going to take a moment to sort of try and meditate internally and, yeah.
Meanwhile, in the engine room.
Silver?
Oh, hey!
Ooh.
I was just wondering, before we got off at Chalkwell, do you know anything else more about this clockwork dragon? I'm just going to tap the watch in the places that she showed me and it'll spring to life as a dragon again.
It's very complicated.
But I've got a few hours to learn.
No, I mean, it's very complicated.
I've got some time. Can we talk about it?
No. It's very complicated, is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm not telling you I can't tell you because it's complicated. I'm telling you it is complicated.
Fair.
I'm telling you I don't have the information that you're trying to get out of me.
Okay, then, well...
In much the same way that the space rocket is complicated. I can't explain it to you because it's complicated.
Okay, I'll just tap it and turn it back into a watch. Yeah, thanks for your time.
Okay, bye!
Bye.
You're asking us... You've already asked her for information on this thing.
I just wondered if she might have been holding anything else back.
Why would she?
I don't know.
Because we're so used to distrusting people. Finally found some people that are good for us.
You're just telling me you've got time. That's great.
Do your best to continue to explain something you don't know.
Well, just make it up.
It's a clockwork dragon. It's made of cheese. There are 3 owners of it that have lived. It was once owned by the Duchess of Kent. I don't know what you
really?
want.
3 previous owners.
Crikey.
Got some miles on it.
Fucking random information.
Did you manage to find it? Because you did. Did we? I can't remember whether we went back to it or not. But you did at some point when you got that watch version of the dragon. You did start to have a look at whether it keeps accurate time or not.
You did.
I did.
Did you find out anything from
Is it
that?
keeping accurate time?
Seems to be.
There you go.
Might need to wind it up a little bit more. It seems like it might have drifted a bit.
Annoyed.
Call it names.
Just turned it into a dragon. You're a dick. Put it back into a watch. Yeah, let's keep it going now.
You're a cracker toy.
Cracker toy. What an insult to an item. You're a cracker toy. You're the lowest of all items. What a burn.
I cannot imagine the kind of watch you get out of a cracker. It's going to be anything.
Don't expose it to sunlight, water, skin,
or time.
Yeah. You couldn't burn toast.
So, where are we at, Mr. James? What's going on?
You arrive out on the outskirts of fucking
Chalkwell.
10 minutes of James just going, no!
Fuck's sake.
It's all right.
Go
We'll
to
sort that
Chalkwell.
out.
You're there now, okay?
Yes, we're there now.
Good. You get off the ship and no one wants to talk to you and it leaves.
Bye. Thanks for having us.
Oh, I'm really going to miss those guys.
I don't think the hull even touched the ground. I think the ramp...
They slowed down and just tipped forward.
Chucked us out of the cargo hole.
The bottom of the ramp didn't. It was just a swift turn as it done and just jetted back the way it came of it.
Centrifuged you out of the...
It's the exact opposite of what they used to bring the crates in quickly.
Yeah.
They've just thrown us
Does that mean we
in
need
the
to
bottom of
roll...
the ship?
Should we roll a landing?
Yeah, roll dexterity saving throws.
Everyone other than Zoe stood there going,
They were going to stop and say goodbye, but then you kept asking them annoying questions, and now the Dungeon Master's made you fall out of a ship.
Yeah. Oh, that's really annoying.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. Mine is a 16, but it was on the cusp of natural 20 and then rolled back to an 8.
Oh.
Mine's an unnatural 21.
It's a 17 for me.
Well, mine's a 19.
Yeah, so was mine. Oh, fuck you.
But I do get +8 to dexterity.
Same.
But I also, because I'm
Dexterity
a champion...
save or dexterity check?
Dexterity save.
Your modifier might be different. It might be...
Oh, sorry, dexterity check. Oh, sorry,
Dexterity
save.
It's a save. Oh,
Yes.
+8.
Yeah, cool. That's mine as well.
I get... Well, also, Keth, because as a champion, 19s are 20s.
Yes, they are. Natural 20.
Did you roll a 19?
Yeah.
Mm?
You rolled a 19,
Yeah.
so you got a natural 19.
Yeah.
Which becomes a natural 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a critical success.
If not, it doesn't matter because it's 23. It's
No. It's a critical success.
It's a critical success. Just a quick question for mine. Would a saving throw count as an ability check because I can add my
It's a
proficiency?
saving throw.
I think we've done
Well,
all
choose his
We're
ability.
basically just trying to see who's got the highest number.
No, I don't have great, but I could have a couple more points, essentially, is what I'm trying to...
It's okay. All of you
16's
land.
okay.
All of you land perfectly.
It's all irrelevant.
And Keth lands in a full superhero pose.
Oh, yes, with no sore knee.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Can I
Well
do the
pleased.
same, but with the saw knee?
Yes, sure. You land in a superhero pose, but your bent knee hits the ground and you get some gravel stuck in it.
Keth lands perfectly, but it's when he stands up that his knees pop.
You're like, ooh.
That actually felt really nice.
Oh, yeah. I feel younger, if anything.
Well, you do look it, actually. What happened?
It's called a high-speed facial.
That's what I'm used to doing.
Didn't they offer those on the radar?
Every time I did it, I heard this weird music. So, yes, we've landed.
You have. And
Magnificently.
you find yourselves on the outskirts of Chalkwell.
What time is it? What time of day?
Early evening.
Early evening. Dusk?
Dusk.
I like dusk.
You're so specific with the time.
Sorry, lads. I am seeing...
Not twilight, it's dusk.
I'm seeing a bit of an obvious problem here. Apart from not getting to say our goodbyes properly, we don't have wizard sleeve. We've got... Do we still have mining and camping stuff in the bag? Or, like, what the fuck are we going to do to stay?
Well, it's quite a lot of stuff. Bob.
I don't have any... I didn't bring any mining kit with me. I
It's
just
all in
left
Bob,
it.
isn't it? Didn't you take it?
All the mining kit.
I thought when we were on...
I don't think you put it in Bob.
I don't
No,
think we
I
put it
didn't
in
put
Bob.
it in.
I put all
Just
my
leave it on
stuff
the-
in there.
leave it on the
We
trailer.
we left it on.
Rayla.
Yeah, I left it all in the railer. All the mining gear.
Yeah, you did.
But it was only for a ruse anyway.
Oh, to be fair, actually, no, wouldn't we have taken it with us?
I think you
because
did, but-
because of the ruse, we would have taken it.
You definitely didn't put it in Bob.
We didn't put
No,
it in
it's
Bob,
not-
so we would technically still have it as long as we had time to get it.
You probably gave it back to...
I would have thought we'd
I
just
wouldn't
gave
have thought
it.
we'd have.
Apart from the
Bruises
stuff
over.
that...
Yeah,
Apart from the stuff
right,
that Jeff chucked off.
Yeah, we don't need
chucked
any more.
off the railer.
Fuck. Fuck. I
I
think
got to the end of that one. Paul goes, "Why did you throw away a bag? You've been wanting a bag for so long." Oh yeah, fuck!
You grabbed one of their bags and
I
chucked it
didn't
off
get
the
given a
side.
bag. I managed to get hold of a bag, and then I threw it off the side of a railer.
It's not the one I really
idiot.
wanted, so you just won it.
It wasn't the right colour.
It's like the wrong shade of brown.
So we've got. You didn't put all that. You gave that back to them. I suppose it was the right thing to do.
I did.
And Keth,
You threw it away.
I forgive you for not putting the camping stuff in Bob. But
What camping stuff?
Well, the stuff that the provisions and all that shit that we took with us on the railer.
That was only just shovels and picks.
There was some camping stuff in there.
There was bedrolls and things in there as well. Just because it worked with the ruse.
It was a full explorer's kit, basically.
Yeah. Well, I think we all left all our gear on.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we could go back to the tracks and find the one that I threw out, but it's a long journey to go get a tent.
You'd have needed it before then.
Yeah. Nevertheless, let's not get bogged down in who's not put certain things in Bob or who's thrown things off a railer.
No one asked me to put anything into Bob.
No, that's fine.
Look what happened when we tried to retrieve things.
No one asked me to throw it off the railer.
No, nobody did. You just decided to. You ran off.
I don't mean... I'm sorry, Keth. I didn't mean to put any blame on you. I was just saying, the fact of the matter is we don't have any camping stuff. Do we really want to stay in that fucking town or on the outskirts of it if that's the place that's controlled by...
Don't we try and find this farm?
What are you up to, Milo?
I think I might have a spell. But I'm just trying to read.
He looked like he was digging something out.
Just carry on with your conversation.
We could potentially try and find that farm that Zoe used to own, because she said that was on the outskirts of the town. They might have a barn, or
they might put us up for the night,
to stay.
Did she...
she said she sold it.
She sold it.
So they might have more information of current affairs in Chalkwell, as well as being on the outskirts, potentially outside.
She said, do you know if she sold it in a rush or if... do you know what I mean? Was she like selling it because of the war or because of these people taking over the town?
We don't know. It was really hard to get any information out of it.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah, it was all her fault. She honestly didn't tell us anything.
Really?
Yeah,
I couldn't even find her on the way out. I was asking literally everybody over and over again if they'd seen her to their faces, and they just kept getting more and more annoyed with me.
We're not the best interrogators either.
No,
Who is amongst us, though? We're not used to it.
No. Really? That would be my plan, would be to try and find
the farm.
That's the only place that we know about in this whole town.
You know where it is?
You said on the outskirts. I did try and get some, but she seemed quite upset about the idea of me having to repeat that she was on the outskirts, and yes.
So it's on the outskirts of the farm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look over there, and we'd have seen this because of the map.
Sure.
It's not going to be on that half of the back, because that's all mountains.
Oh, that's what those are.
The mountains of Lericon are looming well above you at this point.
Would you like us to roll a perception anyway?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I kind of want to, with my perception, I kind of just want to get...
painted a picture of Chalkwell.
What did you get?
I rolled a 2. I've got... that's a 4. Where is he?
What are you looking for?
Sandy.
Oh.
I'm waiting for it.
I kind of just want to see, is it a lot of farmland? Is it scrubland? Is it dry desert? That's sort of what I'm looking for. 18 total.
With 18, it looks mostly like scrubland around here.
Any fences?
Actually, in the distance, you can see some very high fences.
Very high fences.
You must be stood right next to each other, Keth.
What did you get, Keth?
I'm going to need some sand.
Nice.
Because I rolled a 1.
That's not sand, that's human excrement.
Oh, God.
Okay, so as you're looking around, you turn this way and that. And then you think, "Oh, I'll just grab a drink from my beer horn," and you lift your beer horn, and out jumps a child with the sand in your eyes. And Jeff, you turn to look, and the child has sand in your eyes.
Where the fuck does he keep coming from?
Lads, there's a couple of tall fence. What the fuck is going on here?
Is it like on the floor, sort of like?
Yeah, me and Keth are like, this tiny child legging it off into the distance.
Can I roll a quick perception check on the child?
Yes,
I'm trying to make sure whether it's the same child.
Yeah,
I would like you to make this NPC on Hero Forge. I want you to see what this fucker looks like.
Perception, natural 19 plus 3.
it's the same bloody child.
It's the same child.
The reason I need you to make it on Hero Forge is because I need to see what he looks like, because I haven't yet seen what he looks like. Every time I've got a chance, he's so fucking sand in my eyes.
A small shape and a little hand. That's all you ever see.
A little blur of this hand coming towards him.
Yes, I know, it's all very exciting finding out what those 4 lunatics are getting up to now, but it's time for the most important part of the show. That's right, you guessed it, it's time for your moment with the Master. Firstly, and absolutely fantastically, it's great to have you aboard once again. It's definitely not lost on us that without your amazing support, our brave little podcast would have been crashed and burned a long time ago. So, from all of us here, Roll Britannia crew, thank you so much for being here. Brace yourself, my so-called assistant. He's on his way in, hopefully. Pedro! Where does my shout-out scroll, boy? Excellent! There you are. Ugh, what is that smell? Oh, you brought some new cologne, right? From who? Bill. Yes. God, it's making my eyes water. Pedro, you have literally bought snake oil from a snake. Yes, just, yes. Go and dunk yourself in the sea or something. You're, going to set the sprinklers off. Get out! Go! Leave the porthole open behind you. Goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry about him. So this week's shout-out goes to Joel Burke, who's been getting involved on the good old Roll Britannia Discord. Welcome aboard, Joel! We're really glad that you're enjoying the show. Now, if you fancy a shout-out just like Joel, then just do what they did and get in touch with us on social media. Anywhere you fancy, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. It doesn't matter as long as you find us on them. And once you found us, then you get to start being creative. You see, tag us in a post, dive into a conversation, or even send us a photo of you and your latest purchase from the Roll Britannia merch store. We don't mind, just as long as you get involved. Wait, what's that on the horizon? It looks like some ships. It's a fleet of sponsorships.
Hey there, adventurers. Are you on the quest for a perfect dice set? Or perhaps a handcrafted dice box that's as unique as your character? Well, look no further than Tabletop Dominion. Based in the UK, Tabletop Dominion is your one-stop shop for all things tabletop gaming, offering a wide range of high-quality polyhedral dice and artisan gaming accessories. From sharp-edged resin and liquid core dice sets to handcrafted dice boxes made from exotic woods, Tabletop Dominion has everything you need to elevate your gaming experience. And here's the best part. Now you can use promo code ROLLBRIT for 10% off your order. So join us and the Dominion today and embark on your next adventure with Tabletop Dominion by your side. Visit tabletopdominion.com with promo code ROLLBRIT and get 10% off your order. That's ROLLBRIT for 10% off your order at tabletopdominion.com. Tabletop Dominion. Let the games begin.
Now, you must really be loving things or Roll Britannia if you've gotten this far, so why not do something fantastic for the show and give us a fantastic 5-star review? I sent my feathered assistant to go and check out all of the podcast places, and he's confirmed that you'll be able to leave a review with us. Yeah. Probably, maybe, depends where you go. It'll cost you only a few moments of your time, and you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that you'll always have the thanks and appreciation of Roll Britannia. And you can do it! I believe in you! Come on! One last thing, press that subscribe button, otherwise you will be receiving the next batch of Bill Snakespeare's disgusting fragrance range. Now, that's quite enough for 1 week. I'm all wisdomed out. So, stop hanging around in my rancid office and get back into the adventure. Go!
How does he keep fucking finding us?
I don't know.
Is that just something these kids do, or is it some sort of horrible demon creature?
Fuck is his problem? Keth is using his beer horn to try and use it like an eye wash to wash the sand out of his eyes.
Yeah, you take 1 sand damage.
1 sand damage. Well, that's the difference between a natural 1 and a natural 2.
You still get the sand in your eyes, but you don't take any damage.
With my perception, does the child run towards the village or away from it?
It just runs off into the distance.
Into the distance. And we can't actually see...
He runs unnaturally fast.
Yeah.
Little bastard.
All you hear just over the wind, you just hear...
Never know where he's going to be hiding next. I'm going to just check the inside of my flat cap very quickly.
Sorry, I'd just been rifling through my spell books. I knew something.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Tiny Hut.
Is this a spell you've actually prepared?
Yes.
That's going to be a real life insight.
Roll deception in real life.
It was. I was just trying to remember.
It doesn't feel like it, given how long it took you to find it.
Why was a police
I forgot
officer?
what it was called.
Is it, if you haven't prepared it, is it a ritual spell? Because if it's a ritual spell, as a wizard, you could spend about 10 minutes doing it.
Yeah, that is true.
It does have an R next to it.
I don't know what that means.
Really cool.
Oh, summon the rules lawyer.
At the top.
I like that his iPad has a handle.
Yeah.
I'm just getting my gavel.
Order!
Just getting
Order!
area. So where is the R that I'm looking for?
We may have to do this every time there's a rules lawyer moment. Dun.
Yeah.
Going forward, we should do it.
It's right there. It does have an R next to it.
Oh, we use the tenderizer in the kitchen.
So stop sitting on the thumbtack then.
Jeff, you sneaky little bastard. So it does, it is a ritual spell. And also the other ones that are noted on this lovely spell book that you have, that have a C next to them, I assume are all concentration.
Yeah, that's what mine means.
Yeah.
So it would be a ritual then. Presumably, if it's a similar kind of...
CR.
That's the CR,
Cool.
yeah.
You can do the spell, but it takes like 10, 15, 20 minutes to actually do. You have to concentrate.
I've been fucking trying to concentrate.
It does sound like you have been, to be fair.
The rules lawyer has spoken.
Order!
So whilst they're doing their thing, I've been doing my thing.
You've been drawing shapes in the dust.
Can I do it here? Can I just roll perception to see if we can see if I can?
Has the child gone?
No, I was want to see if I notice Milo starting to prepare some sort of spell.
Okay, roll perception.
I mean, you got sand in your eyes though.
19 this time, so that's
really clean them out.
Yeah, it's done really well.
Really clean them out.
Better than before, almost.
21. I just want to see if I know.
Polished them up.
He's got sand out of there from other previous attacks.
So much in it. Doing that.
So much clearer now.
Yeah, I've been carrying that since Britannia town.
I just want to see if you're doing it because I don't know if it's necessarily. Do we want to put the hut up here, or do we want to get a bit closer to the area we want to go?
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just drawing, scratching in the dirt.
Making a hut.
Out of what?
There's no trees out here.
Just magic. Just hold on.
Well, hang on. I don't know if you want to put up a hut right here.
Well, where else do you want it?
I don't know. We could get a bit closer, otherwise we have
to where they might see us.
I don't like a long commute.
Do we, lads? Do we need to rest right now? We've just come off the ship.
I'm feeling pretty.
If we can do some scouting, find a better place. If you do have a hut, could you carry it with you? The hut, or
not really?
It's a hut.
An immobile dome.
What facilities will it have?
Yeah, sell this hut to me.
2 bed, 1.5 bath, 2 reception rooms.
It says 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside this dome with you.
Okay.
Spell fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast this spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dome is opaque from the outside, but any colour you choose. It is transparent from the inside.
Ooh,
how long does it last?
8 hours.
That sounds pretty cool.
We can make it tan. So.
Like a big rock.
Yeah.
Cool. Shall we just... Let's find a better spot.
What sort of size do you need for, like, space area?
10 foot.
10 foot. So as long as we've got a 10 foot
clearance.
10 foot radius or 10 foot diameter?
It's got the little ball thing, so I'm guessing radius.
There'll be a 20 foot diameter.
Yeah. Otherwise...
10 foot sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere. There you go.
It'd be like 20 feet across.
Okay.
So hold on. Sorry, you need to do 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed.
Work out this.
I think so.
Not the tenderizer.
Right, I'm gonna just give you. Yeah.
I'm gonna use the flat side on the.
God's sake.
Right.
Giving him a gavel.
Our rules lawyer
I knew
now
that
has-
tenderizer could be useful or something.
You've been looking for a reason to use that all trip, haven't you?
Is that lawyers don't have gavels anyway.
Let's not get bogged down in the ins and outs of an imaginary rules lawyer.
Radius.
That awkward moment where judges in this country don't have gavels.
Yes, true. Yeah, we don't use them at all. Auctioneers. Probably
Yeah, just auctioneers.
You're a rules auctioneer.
selling rules to the highest bidder. Okay. Keth,
Yes.
any chance in this arid shrubland desert? I mean, there's a farm. Probably rains a bit here. Is it going to rain soon?
So no, Luke Skywalker lived on a farm and it didn't rain there.
Yeah.
That was a moisture farm,
It was
though.
a corn farm as well.
It was a corn farm. You need to apply water, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Hope
Yeah,
it survives.
they have hoses.
Well, I wasn't there.
You could bring water from the river.
Any chance you think it's going to rain, let's say maybe tonight for the first time in 40, 50 or 60 years?
So Keth is going to hold a finger up and go, okay, wait. And then he's going to reach down, grab his testicles, close his eyes, sit very, very still, and then go, no, they're not crystal. I've no idea.
It's okay, Keth.
Sassy.
It's okay, Keth. I forgive you. And I'm going to start sort of walking. I'm going to start making my way towards. No, that's great gag. I'm going to make my way towards the I'm not running over to them. I just want to get a better look at these high fences that I've seen.
Okay.
Super high fences.
Am I making this hut or watch? So just rub all this stuff out and I'll have to start again.
I would wait. We might find a better spot. We don't have, just because we landed here doesn't mean this is the best place.
Yeah.
Okay.
They sort of just push us out of their ship
start
here.
and rub out all the markings that I'm putting on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Bloody-
go.
Bloody hell. Watch out a mop.
Really carefully drawn diagram.
Have we spotted the farm yet? Anything that looks like a farm?
All we've seen is shrubland. You guys have seen some sand and some mountains and a couple of really high fences. That's
Really
all we've
high
seen.
fences.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Are the fences towards the mountains?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. How far roughly would they?
You can see them.
You can see them across a
So
relatively flat open ground, or
Yes.
is it okay?
As we
Just for us.
Mhm.
So they're the mountains.
Yep.
There's the town. Are we that side of the town?
Yes.
can't be in the mountain, can we?
Well, no, that's a mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then they've got the town there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then we're like
Well, make sure
the outside of the town.
isn't right against the mountain.
We could, yeah, exactly, and
just
also
from the map.
we could be anywhere
On that half diameter.
on that half diameter,
Yeah,
as well, yeah.
It's true.
Which is actually a
what Reynolds
radius,
was on the
but
map.
that on that diameter.
Well, the houses are pretty close to the mountain. You can't get them much closer in Incarnate.
Yeah.
All right, I'm seeing Derek sort of wander off towards the big fences.
I'm not wondering. I'm sort of like, what the fuck is that over there? Yeah.
Heading over towards the fences. I'm
Yeah.
going to
Finish
see it and
brushing
follow
up
him.
all the patterns I've been putting on the floor. I'll follow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll follow him as well.
Well, as a starting point, we'll go and see what's going on with these fences.
Keep up, capable gun.
All right, sorry. I was looking at.
Yeah, keep looking into your crystal balls, and while you're down there, shove your head up your ass as well.
Sorry.
Touche, Derek.
What time is it?
Real life.
No, in
Oh,
game.
We said dusk earlier. No,
Dusk.
Not been that long.
Okay, all right.
Dusk plus half an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wondered whether I could fucking see if we're walking.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. It's not dark, but it's getting dark.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, but we can still.
You can still see.
Yeah.
It's when it gets super dark that you'll.
Yeah.
Okay, to the fences.
Cool. So you make your way over there. It takes a little while to get there. It's getting pretty dark by the time you get there. And as you're approaching, you see these fences are actually quite substantial wooden walls.
Okay, I would like to roll a intelligence or history or something check. I want to see, remembering what I can of the last time we encountered giant walls, a walled, perhaps gated community.
Exactly.
I'd like to see whether they resemble it in just from what I can see from where we are. I'd like to stay, 1,000 feet or whatever, however reasonable that, a reasonable distance away to not be like, I don't want to be under their shadow. I just want to be sort of looking from afar.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna. What would you like me to do? History or in
Well, you're remembering, so history is
okay.
Yeah.
Plus, I only get +1 to history. That's a 12 total.
Yeah. You don't remember the gated community all that well.
Yeah. Do I remember whether those walls were wooden or not, though?
You do remember that they weren't wooden.
Okay.
I was
Yes, you may.
just wondering if, at this point, seeing Derek sort of investigating the wooden wall, and again having a similar memory of the last time we saw a giant wall, I'm going to sort of look over to my right shoulder and go, "Hey, Casper."
Hi.
Hey, been a little bit of time. I hope you've been keeping well.
Yeah, it's been boring.
I know. I'll try and get you out of it. It's been very dangerous, and I know
You know, pets are not just for Christmas. It's meant to be with you all the time.
I know, but I don't want you to get scared. You get
Casper?
scared so easily, little boy.
Who's Casper?
Oh, I'll explain in a minute.
Who's it, Joker?
This is Milo. It's like Malrus, but nicer. And then
Oh.
we're going to send. Can you just pop?
Oh,
That's it. Good boy. Going to send you. Can you just have a little look the other side of this wall? Remember when we did that other one when you walked in, there was no
Casper?
people around. If you can just have a little look to see what's the other side of this wall and let me know, please.
no. Okay.
Thank you, little man.
Milo,
What are you paying?
he does this.
What am I paying?
Yes.
He talks to his hand and he calls it
What are you
Casper.
paying?
I did keep us a free pay work for 5 paid words.
He hasn't talked to Casper in a long time. Thank God, if Casper gets bored, thank God he's not as much of a dick as Bob.
No. But honestly, Milo, I don't know if it's because he gets stressed or bored or something, but sometimes he talks to his hand and he calls it Casper.
Hand. He's the
Don't
little...
worry, Milo, leave it. He used to talk to his hand a lot.
Yes, Jeff.
Yeah, of course. I think it's just like...
Seems to be confident.
Yeah.
Oh, he sells the story very well.
Yeah. It's just like Keth says, it's a
Ignore
comfort
them,
thing.
little boy. Can you just have a little look? We'll discuss payment later, but I don't even know what you want. You don't normally take payment. This is the first time you've heard of it.
Cuddles.
You want cuddles?
Cuddles.
Teddies?
Cuddles.
Cuddles. Oh, we can
Tattoos.
Tattoos.
Well, not until you're a little bit older, but we can definitely do some cuddles. Yeah?
I'm
He's always a good little boy. I'll just give him a little cuddle. Oh, he's a little boy.
I guess it looks like when someone's hugging themselves from the back and just put the arms on there. Keth's
You hear
like,
some
oh,
smooching noises.
Look, if you can go and have a look for Daddy now, that would be amazing.
Okay.
At this point, Milo, he's been doing this for years.
That's the noise.
Yeah. At this point, Milo, he's been doing this for years. Honestly, I'm sick of trying to change his mind. I'm just going to let him have it. It seems to bring him, some comfort. So
yeah. You won't. You won't
convince
him.
him.
Just like just crack on.
yeah, just let him have it.
How many hours has it been, do you think, since I cast Dark Vision on myself?
When did you do that?
When you
Must
cast
have been
Dark
hours
Vision-
ago.
Yeah, it was a day.
Has it been more than 8 hours?
We went back onto the ship.
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
So we went back onto the ship.
Yeah,
We've had a
probably.
nap since then. We're asleep, haven't we?
I've had a full cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been asleep I would have been
Can you
asleep for at
see
least 8
anything,
hours.
little boy?
Yes.
What can you see?
Lots of things.
Lots of things. Okay, what's right in front of you now?
Wall.
Sorry?
A wall.
A wall, yeah. Okay, if you turn around away from the wall you've walked past.
Okay.
Thank you. What can you see now?
Sit down.
There's a town. Okay. so-
Yes.
and are there any people about?
Yes.
There are people about. Okay.
Yes.
Do they? You know the scary bang bang gun things that you see everyone else using?
Yes.
Can you see them holding? The people that you can see, are they holding?
You were shooting each other.
They're not shooting each
No.
other. No. But do they look like they could shoot each other if they wanted to?
What does that look like?
I didn't get that.
What does that look like?
What does it look like?
Yes.
You know the
Are
point.
you stupid?
I am a little bit. I feel a lot less wise than I used to.
I feel wiser.
The guns. They're like the metal things that people have. Either they're carrying them or they have them on
I
their.
know what guns. I know what some people shoot each other.
As in, have the people got guns?
Jeff, have you thought of maybe looking for a local other imaginary octopus that you can use as a middle translator?
It's part of the fun, guys. Okay, from where you can see, does there seem to be anything scary in there?
No.
No. Okay.
What's scary?
Scary, the things that make you go, ah!
What makes you scared?
What makes me scared?
Yeah.
Well, if it scares you, you're the sort of canary in the mine shaft here, boy.
Octopus.
Okay, you're the octopus in the town for us. If you get scared, then it's too scary for Daddy. But
I don't want to scared of many things. I'm brave.
You are very brave. You did that whole pyramid and then came all the way back to Daddy without me even having to call you back.
That was weird.
That was weird, but I'm glad we've established that's now canon.
James goes, "Damn,
I'd abandoned Casper." No, he came back to me all of his own volition because he's a brave little boy. Okay, well, if you come back to Daddy now, please, just to make sure that we can have more cuddles. That's a really good job. Thank you, little boy.
I'm going to get a drink first.
You're going to get a drink first?
Yes.
Is there a pub in there?
Yes.
Awesome. I'll meet you in the pub.
Hotel.
Lads, there's a pub inside. There's a general town.
Yes. Yeah.
General town. General town. Oh, he's such my little boy. I've taught him so well.
There's a pub. He's on his way.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
So I've said Casper's gone in. Apparently, inside there's a town. There are people in there, but they don't appear to have be heavily weaponized or guarded. And there is a pub there. So he's gone off to the pub.
Oh fuck! He is your little boy,
and he was chanting Jaegers and everything. Like, honestly, he's real. I swear he's real.
Well, to be based on what's happened before, when you've done. I'm not going to say he's real. All I'm going to say is there's some magic at work I don't understand.
Every town we've ever been to, there's been a pub in it. If we go into this town and there's a pub, I'm not going to be converted.
It's cold reading, Jeff. Yeah. He bases it on what he thinks you want to hear.
That's why there's always a pub.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, no. It's almost like this is just...
It must be magic. In a town, there's houses, people at a pub.
No! He's not going to be blown away.
But, Keth, though, to be fair, on our previous encounters, it does seem like whatever that thing is that he sends out, often is quite reliable.
He's a great little fella.
He's seen the inside of houses, rooms, buildings that we've never been in.
I want to go find him again, so can we try and find a way?
Is he not going to come back? I thought he came back of his own volition without being called.
Sometimes I call him. It works both ways. So at the moment, he's at the pub, but I want to go and find him rather than him having to constantly come to me. I think that's a bit mean.
But do we want to step straight into the town that might be under the influence of some magical mind spell? You don't even know what's going to happen to your little friend when he sees this lantern.
Can I roll perception to see how high the wall is?
Yes.
2 foot.
I got a grappling hook.
We could use the broom of... Oh.
No.
It's a 5.
Maybe
a 5?
Maybe they'd let us in with
It
the
looks
show
tall.
Very tall.
It's tall. Bigger than you.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Can I... I would like to make... I'd like to make an investigation.
As you're trying to look at the wall.
And
a child with sand throws it in your eyes.
Jumps from the wall.
Like a bat.
I'd like to...
Disappears into the night.
Sorry.
I'd like to make an investigation check based on sort of the length of my grappling hook. I want to see if I could scale the wall with it in theory.
Okay.
Investigation, so I can take that as a 10. That was a 15 total.
With a 15, you think you could probably get a grappling hook over it? With the wind in the right direction?
With the wind in the right direction, I reckon I could probably get a grappling hook over it and at least get to the top of it.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to just jump up there, because what if it's like... I suppose we'd have seen the light by now, right?
How tall do you think it is?
Could I ask you guys to do some sort of wisdom check, please?
Sure.
Oh. Wisdom check.
Just straight wisdom check?
Yes, please.
That's the left hand.
It would be your underneath where it
new wisdom
just says wisdom.
2. Just 10.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
24.
24.
I can't think I know what's coming.
Keth and Maurus, you are watching Derek sort of sizing up the wall with his grappling hook, sort of trying to judge distance and angles and stuff. And a thought pops into your head. If this is a wall, maybe there's a gate.
Yeah.
That we could just,
walk through.
Walk through.
Yeah.
Well, we'd all thought of the gate, but we just didn't want to just walk into the town. We wanted to see if there was a way of sneaking.
Last time we went to a gated community, chaps.
We tried to walk through a gate, didn't we? And then we got attacked.
By those stone buggers.
But we're more experienced now.
I don't know.
You can identify a stone bugger as soon as you see it.
Now I know what a gargoyle is.
One, they might be wooden buggers this time. That'd be good.
Wooden buggers.
And two, I don't know if we have improved that much. We've just spent 10 minutes staring at a wall.
Well, no, the improvement is let's try and go over the wall rather than through the gate. In my mind, anyway, chaps.
We did try and go over the other wall first.
I'm going to go and...
That was on a broom, though.
Sort of circle the outside of the wall.
Which direction are you going?
Find a door.
You going right or left?
East or west?
Right.
You're going right. Okay.
Hopefully that's the right way.
It could be. Then again,
depends which way you were
might not be.
Originally.
Yeah.
Hopefully we won't be left behind.
Well, I mean, you're all left behind at the moment. If one of you charged ahead of him, you'd be right ahead.
Quick, Keth, follow me.
Follow me.
Yeah, cool. You take a right and follow the wall along, keeping the wall on your left-hand side. And eventually, you come to a gate.
Oh, chaps. There's a gate over here.
That you're far out of ear reach.
Ear reach.
I
like ear reach.
I'm going to rub the stone then, and I'm going to call Jeff, because he's got a pebble. And go, Jeff, I found a gate.
Ooh, where?
Just right, go right.
Right.
Yes, right.
Sure that's right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're right, this right.
Yeah. I'm facing away from the wall. So
as you were standing in front of the wall in front of you,
facing
turn
the wall.
right, facing the wall.
Turn right. This way, lads. Follow me. Milo thinks he's found a gate.
I know I found a gate. I'm looking at it.
Well, Milo thinks he's found a gate. I don't know this. I can neither confirm nor deny this information.
Just at the moment.
Allegedly.
He might have. He's found a gate.
It's complicated.
It's entirely possible. Cool. Are you going to go and join him then?
And we should do that. We should do this.
You don't have to. You can try and climb a wall if you want.
No, I think it's probably, for the moment, best for us to stay together,
We'll
right?
definitely try and climb a wall. It's up to you. I'm just telling you. There's,
Stop it.
I feel like I railroad you into that decision, so I don't want you to feel like you have to.
I think...
I feel like the idea of gates seemed to have escaped you for a moment.
I think, given the fact that Milo went off to look for a gate and you guys are going off after him, I'll sort of look at the wall. Like, might be good for an exit. If we can't get in through the gate, I might be able to get over, but I don't want to risk it just yet. I only get one of these a day, so... Holster the grappling hook.
When you were investigating there, as you catch up, how tall would you say that is in safety?
It doesn't say, actually, because I did check on the way down whether the grappling hook has a specific length on it. It doesn't actually say.
But that wall...
Well, I reckon I could... I don't know how long this grappling hook is. I may be able to get over it. I don't know for sure.
But how high is the wall?
Would we estimate it? It's sort of like it's a 15-foot wall, a 20-foot wall, a 10.
How would I be able to tell?
Just from investigating the wall.
I was only looking to see whether I could get over it with my grappling hook. I don't quite know how long the grappling... That's why I asked like that, because I don't know how long the grappling hook is. It just says, once a day you can shoot a grappling hook across a gap, up a wall, or use it to help traverse other obstacles.
Right, so
it doesn't say...
It doesn't say like 50 feet of ropes on the end of it.
No, it doesn't say.
You can just...
And it's an Argoose item, so...
Fuck knows.
As we're walking along it, can I just roll to see if I can figure out approximately...
How big the wall is?
Yeah.
Roll insight.
It's based on what?
That's not great. Insight, that was a 13 altogether.
With 13, it's pretty tall.
Okay.
Not many reference
from
points.
Here, that looked like a 1.
Yeah, I know. You did it earlier, and I was... Oh, no.
Oh, so you turn a corner and Charles throws his hand in your face.
As you're looking up, you descend.
From the wall on a grappling hook.
Into the night.
It's Batman.
Just as he's doing it, I go, how tall was that grappling hook?
Cool.
To the gate.
So you eventually join up with Milo at this open gate.
Oh, well, that is convenient.
Yes.
It's probably higher. Yeah, most likely.
Guys, it's open.
As the light of the day is finally starting to die away, you eventually reach this gate.
Lads, Don't know how much you remember about towns. What happens?
We've all got pubs in.
Yeah, usually. Unless this is a very unusual town.
It's definitely got a pub in.
What happens, lads, when the sun goes down in a town?
Everyone goes
With
to
gates.
sleep.
The gates close.
The world's oldest profession begins.
Wasn't necessarily thinking that.
We have dinner.
I was starting to think you switch the lights on.
Ah, I see where you're going with this. We don't want to get caught out by a light that might be a special kind of light.
If that light is shining, because the sun isn't shining, because they need to see around in the town, maybe it's not best to go in the night?
Maybe it's not, but if they're using a magical, powerful lantern as a nightlight rather than just a normal torch...
Yeah.
Why would you burn it in the day other than, obviously, it's like...
To control people's minds. That's what the point of this lantern is, the fact that it does special things. It's not just a lantern. And like, if I wanted to use that special thing, I wouldn't wait until just nighttime to go, I can't use this magical item because it's a light.
No, I'm not saying they can't use it in the day. I'm just saying...
But that's what I mean. It doesn't matter if it's day or night. They could use it at any time. And they could just have lights up.
I just think, it's more likely...
I'm more inclined
in my eyes.
I get what you mean.
To go with Derek on this one.
I can see where you're coming from, and if it's general group that we wait till the morning, I just think that under cover of night, we might have a better chance of sneaking in undetected and finding out some information without anyone seeing us. Whereas if we walk in broad daylight, people are going to know we're there. People might
not necessarily
questions.
for me.
I'm going to start and scribble some symbols and icosahedral symbols into the sand.
What, right outside the gates?
I'm just going to walk a little bit, sort of away from the gate.
Okay.
And find a spot and just
you do that.
A tiny hut.
My thinking, Jeff, is a little bit influenced by the fact that night, unless he does something, casts a spell or something, only 2 of us can see. You can be invisible anyway, and I can stealth around in the day, so we cannot get caught that way. And also, I'm starting to sort of think, what if the light from the sun, that's the biggest light out there, it would drown out other light. If you're in total darkness and you've got your light on, what if it's the only thing that the light is touching? Do you know what I mean? We don't know anything about this thing, and I just don't want to. It seems we've been dropped here. We've met some really nice people. I just don't want to get overconfident.
But either way, it's a case of if we go in the daytime, the chances are that I'm going to use a spell because I want to do invisibility.
Yeah,
and so that's a spell being used. If we go at the night time, the
come
Milo's going to use a spell because he, wants to be able to see at night, and he's also got the night vision goggles. So we could all see at night. He could cast that spell on someone. Someone has night vision goggles.
Why don't we just see what?
I'm shutting the door.
It's still a case of one spell.
I'm shutting the door.
Yeah, we're just having this conversation as we're going.
As we're walking in.
Yeah. As we go,
shutting the door.
I think we could.
The door's shut.
Yeah, the door's shut. We're in.
It's a really weird experience for you because when you're inside this dome, the dome appears not to be there.
Right.
It's a slight haze in the air where it is, but you can't. It's completely transparent from the inside,
and it looks like a rock from the out.
Yeah.
No.
Giant boulder has materialized.
What?
Roll perception, please.
Yeah.
Nice. That is a 21.
18 total.
All of us. Oh.
Jeff. Why don't we just wait till Casper comes back?
Ask him. Pub. He was waiting for us to come meet him, and now we're not going in.
And you can't hear him, talk to him anymore.
17.
I might be able to. I'll give it a shout in a bit. I'll let him finish his drinks.
Everyone apart from Keth, you notice that once Milo closed the door, you look back at the wall as you're chatting, and you see that the gates begin to shut, and then they slam shut for the night.
Yes, that's made our decision for us.
I'd rather be out here than locked inside overnight.
Fair enough. I think it's much more difficult to find out what's going on from out here.
Well, let's
wait till morning.
Let's wait till morning. What's the rush?
I just don't like being around here.
Yeah, but,
any minute his bag keeps throwing out all kinds of crazy shit, and now we're in a tiny little bubble thing, shimmering bubble thing at night time outside a magical thing. Let's just get back.
I'd rather get
home.
Yeah, I know, but
we've got a long sail ahead of us.
We've come this far. let's not rush into it. I'm going to want to look. Is the sky clear?
It's a relatively clear night, so there's quite a lot of stars around.
Can I see the moon?
Yes.
I'd like to just sort of have a look at the moon and then fumble for something and realise I don't have my scarf on me because I didn't bring it with the stuff that I used in the robbery. So it's back on the fallen cleric, and just sort of get a little bit chilly. And even though it's meant to be quite warm and dry in here, yeah, just a little bit chilly.
Bucks begin an inquiry trying to question Zoe. Derek was getting closer to gods, specifically one called Maliki. One by one they piss off the crew and they get dumped out the cargo bay. Having made it to the outskirts of Chalkwell, Derek wonders where they're gonna stay. Seeing some high fences Jeff sends Casper out to scout. The octopus finds a pub inside and doesn't come back out. They follow the fence, they find a gate and argue when to enter. Milo does a spell ritual and conjures up some shelter. With gates now shut, what will morning bring? Was it wise for them to defer? Well, I guess you'll find out next time on Roll Britannia!
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.